Hello everyone, I'm Joel here at Sensum. I have something cool I wanted to show you. So I created this Power BI dashboard, and what's cool with it is not what it contains, but actually how I created it. So let me first off just show what it looks like. So this is a Power BI dashboard containing malware information from Xupervisor. So it's just showing, it's a standard report that we have that is showing all the malware and which computers they are on. How did I create this? I did not use the integration platform. I did not use the API. I did not use the sync tool. How can I create this? And I didn't write a single piece of code actually. How did I write this Power BI integration? Well, I was using a function in Xupervisor that you can find in the report section of every report. So if I filter on, because this is a standard report, if I go to the malware per computer report, that's the one I want, there is this subscription option. So it's possible to subscribe on this report, and I can subscribe on it by email. I can get it daily, weekly, monthly, or quarterly, and I can get it in an Excel file, and I can choose if I want it compressed or not. If I do this, I will get an email every day with an Excel file containing this specific report. You can actually get an overview on your subscription by looking in on your profile. So you see here that I'm getting this email once a day. This was step one. So step one is making sure that an email is sent from Xupervisor. Step two that I did was using the Microsoft Power Automate solution. So in the Microsoft Power Automate solution, you can create your own workflows. And what I wanted to do in this case was to save attachment from email to SharePoint. Save the attachment of a new email as a file in SharePoint. That's the one I'm looking for. If I choose this option, it will automatically create a flow for me. When a new email arrives, for each of the files, it will create a file in SharePoint. And SharePoint in this case is a Teams channel. So if I click next here, it will automatically create this flow for me containing all the steps that are needed to automate this action. The only thing I need to add here now are properties. So, and I actually prepared this already in another window. So let me switch to that one. The parameters that I have set is that I'm filtering on the from address. So it's actually only taking the attachment of emails from sendsum.com. No reply at Samsung, where the emails are sent from, because I don't want to create a file for any email that I receive. Makes sense. And the second thing I need to configure is where do I want these files to be created? And in this case, I'm using a SharePoint site on the webinar Teams channel that I used earlier this year on the webinar, where I showed some other integration opportunities. And I'm naming the file daily upload. If I go in here, and this is the Teams notification example that I showed you in the webinar earlier this year. If we look into the files section here, we will see that there has been a file created for me called daily upload Excel. And this will be updated every day, every time that the new email is sent with this daily information. This was step 2 out of 3. Step 3 is going into Power BI and using the Excel workbook as a source, as a data source. So I'm able to select this Excel file, and since the file will always have the same name, it will be updated daily, the data will be updated on a daily basis. And then I'm not going to go into the Power BI training, but I mean you can easily create charts and tables like this using a data source from an Excel file in Power BI. So this is a very powerful way, I would say, of using data from Xupervisor in another BI solution. In this case example, it was Power BI. Could have been a other BI solution as well. And what I really like with this approach is that I didn't write any code, and it was very so it was very easy to create. Um, it's not as flexible as if I would have exported it into a SQL Server database like I did in the webinar example, but for a user with lesser technical knowledge, I would say that this is a very likable approach. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching.